Hello guys, today I'm going to be reading the Windows XP Start Guide Focus Home Edition. Now this is the full guide. I'm lucky I got my hands on this. And there's a tear right here. I tried to peel the sticker off. I'm going to be reading everything in this guide, from the copyright disclaimer to exploring the desktop, do the contents, and onto exploring the control panel. Now this is going to be a pretty long video. My first long video. Long form. If you really like this type of content, make sure to like and subscribe to never miss another video. Let's get started with Windows XP. Alright, exploring the desktop. Your own start. Wait, hold on. There, that's a little better. Your own start menu. Your name and the picture of your choice always appear at the top of the start menu. Access the internet and email. Look here for programs that are permanently pinned to the start menu, such as your web browser and email program. Return to recently used programs. This area of the start menu lists all the programs that you've recently used. The list changes as you use your computer. Where are my other programs? Click here to see all of your programs installed. See all of the programs installed on your computer. Log off Windows. Click log off to complete your Windows session and return to the welcome screen. Or switch user to let someone else use the computer. You don't have to close your programs to switch users. When you're finished, click here to turn off your computer in standby mode to save power. Switch between windows. I cannot keep this straight. Switch between windows. A new feature keeps the taskbar tidy as you work each program automatically. Groups open windows. If several windows accumulate on the taskbar, just click a button to quickly switch between files within a program. Where can I get help? Get help when you need it in the Improve Help and Support Center. Find deleted files. The recycle bin holds files that you delete from your computer until you're ready to empty it. That's the recycle bin. Useful information and reminders. This notification area alerts you to reminders and system activities such as printer status and new mail. Click the arrow to see other hidden icons. Whew, that was a handful. That took like 2 minutes. It's fine now. Like I said, this is gonna be a long time. So if you like more videos like this, sorry, voice crack. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm also going to release another long form video pretty soon with a Windows XP virtual machine. So stay tuned. Contents. Welcome. Page 1. Set it up. Page 3. Setup. Questions and answers about setup. Page 4. Troubleshoot it. Page 7. Help and Support Center and Troubleshooters. And your computer manufacturer. 7. Accessible. 8. Accessibility wizard and accessibility options. 9. Learn more about it. 10. Keyboard tips. 11. Alright, this is where I read this part. If you really do not, if you're bored right now and you do not want me to read through this, go to the timestamp on the screen. Information in this document, including URL and other internet website references, is subject to change without notice, unless otherwise noted. The example companies, organizations, product, domain names, email addresses, logos, people, places, and events depicted herein are figurous, whatever, I don't know, and no associations with any real company, organization, product, domain name, email address, logo, and the responsibility of the user. Wait, hold on. Logo. Wait. Person, place, or event is intended or should be inferred. Complying with all applicable copyright laws is the responsibility of the users without limiting the rights under copyright. No part of this document may be reproduced, stored in, or introduced into a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form by any means. So I'm gonna have to be careful with this video. I'm going to have to be really careful, because I could be sued by Microsoft for this. I'm actually kind of scared, but I'm still gonna read it anyway, because this is really important. This is really important stuff. Electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, or otherwise, or for any purpose without the express written permission of Microsoft Corporation. Microsoft may have patents, applications, trademarks, copyright, or other intellectual property rights covering subject matter in this document, except as expressively provided provided in any license agreement from Microsoft. The furnishing of this document does not give you the license to these patents, trademarks, copyrights, or any intellectual properties. Copyright 2001 Microsoft Corporation, all rights reserved. Microsoft products are licensed to OEMs by Microsoft Licensing Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Microsoft Corporation. Microsoft Press, MS-DOS, MSN, Win32, Windows, the Windows logo, and Windows NT are either registered trademarks of Microsoft Corporation in the USA and or other countries. This product contains graphic filter software. This software is based on the work of the independent JPEG Group. Type True fonts are a registered trademark of Apple Computer Inc. The names of actual companies and products mentioned herein may be the trademarks of their respective owners. Whew! And that took another 4 minutes. So imagine how long this video is. If you do not want to watch this video, there's going to be a recap of this video in a short form I'm going to post at 8 o'clock tonight. But also, I'm going to a water park in like 2 days, so I may not post on Friday or Saturday, which I was actually planning. And yeah, it's just, okay, let's just get started. We're not going to read this part because we already know what this part is. It's welcoming you. Alright, I really like Windows XP icons because look at this. Anyways, back to the getting started guide. Wait, hold on. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Because your computer manufacturer can customize your copy of Windows XP, your desktop and start menu may look different from the illustrations in this book. Certificate of authenticity. I don't know how to say that word because, yeah. A security certificate that comes with your new computer to ensure that your copy of Windows XP Home Edition is a genuine Microsoft product. Product key. A unique number assigned to your copy of Windows XP. Internet Service Provider. A company that or ISP. A company that provides access to the internet. And keep in mind, this is from like 2001, so this is really outdated. I mean, not really for Windows XP, but for other versions of Windows, like Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows 10, and Windows 11. Excluding keyboard shortcuts that may be mentioned in this book. So let's just set it up. Setting up Windows XP is easier than ever before. To start the setup process, assemble your computer according to the instructions provided by the computer manufacturer. It may seem blurry, but that's fine. Turn on your computer. When you turn on your computer, the Windows XP startup process starts. You may be asked for some information, so make sure you have the following: Certificate of Authenticity. I'm just gonna say COA because that's what it says here. May be prompted for the product key that appears on the COA. The COA can be found on the back of this book or on a sticker attached to your computer. Pen or pencils. You may want to write down settings or other important information. Internet information. If you plan to connect to the internet, you may need to provide some more information. You can configure your settings during the setup process, or you can postpone this until after Windows XP is set up. If you received an offer for a new internet account when you purchased your computer, or if you already have an internet account, you should contact your internet service provider or ISP for this information. Okay. I have like a little asthma, so I may stop a few times. If you plan to use your computer on a home network, you may need to provide some more information. You can configure your settings during the setup process, or you can postpone this. Or yeah, we already knew this from the internet information. I'm sorry if I'm being rude. Read each selection on your screen carefully. Before you accept it, make sure it is appropriate for you. Default responses are only provided as a guideline. Right, page 4. It's already been 12 minutes. So yeah, this may be like 30 minutes. I keep stopping. I may have to post part 2. Tip: if you already have the Windows XP CD, you can run the files settings transfer wizard directly from the CD. Just insert the CD, and after the CD launches, click perform additional tasks, transfer files and settings to start. Driver: software that allows Windows XP such hardware devices such as a printer to communicate. Important: if your hardware isn't on the hardware compatibility list or HCL, contact the hardware manufacturer to see if there is a Windows XP driver for it. Questions and answers about setup. I want to keep files and settings from my old computer. Can I move them to Windows XP? Yes. Windows XP includes a new tool, the Files and Settings Transfer Wizard, that will help you. You can start the wizard by clicking Start All Programs, Accessories, System Tools, Files and Settings Transfer Wizard. The wizard will help you create a new wizard disk to help your files to collect your files and settings from your other computer. Do you have to add a printer during setup? No. In fact, we recommend that you wait until you install your printer after you set up Windows XP. Many printers and other hardware devices may need drivers that may interrupt the Windows XP setup process. Windows XP automatically detects many printers as soon as you connect them to your computer. If your printer is not automatically detected, you can add it after setup is complete by clicking Start, Control Panel, Printers and Other Hardware, Add Printer. Will all of my software and hardware work on Windows XP? I won't read the links, by the way, just a heads up. You can check the compatibility of your hardware and software before you install it. Click Start, Help and Support, find compatible hardware and software for Windows XP under Pick a Task. Click Start, Help and Support, and type Program Compatibility Wizard in the search box. Visit the Microsoft Compatibility website at, yep, that is it, but it's long gone. This link is long gone because it's been like 24 years. since Windows XP came out and support ended for Windows XP, well, extended support on 2014. Actual support ended in 2009. If you didn't know that, yeah, now you know. Important, you won't be asked for your name or other personal information when you activate Windows XP. After 30 days, you must activate Windows XP to continue using it. Important, Microsoft is committed to protecting your privacy and does not share your personal registration information. Well, that isn't the case now, since Windows 8 came out. Windows 7 was the last version of, well, actually Windows 10 didn't. So you could say Windows 8.1 was probably the last version of Windows to value your privacy. So anyways, during setup, I was prompted to activate Windows XP. What is activation and why do I need to do it? To help reduce software piracy. Windows XP uses the product activation system, which allows you to install Windows XP on only one computer. You can activate your copy of Windows either during setup or by clicking Start All Programs Activate Windows. If you wait to activate your software, you can still use Windows XP for 30 days. During this time, you'll be reminded periodically to install Windows. Is activating the same as registering? No, activation is required, registration is optional. Why should I register? If you register online with your computer manufacturer and Microsoft, we can notify you of new product updates, events, promotions, and special offers you may find interesting. During setup, I created accounts for my family and me. All of these accounts are computer administrator accounts. Why is everyone a computer administrator? All users' accounts are initially created with computer administrator access, which means they have complete control over a computer and can gain access to and modify all user accounts on the computer. If you're concerned about security, you can change certain accounts to limited accounts to change the access level for one of your user accounts by clicking Start, Control Panel, and User Accounts. Alright, next page. Finally, after another 3 minutes. I'm sweating. Alright, we only have like a few more pages, so it should be good. Actually, I'll post this video right now because I don't feel like reading the rest. My throat is getting dry. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, you should check out part 2, which will be this Friday, which I'm going to schedule it for this Friday. So any videos that are on Friday or Saturday this week is actually scheduled. So I will post this at about 8 o'clock today, which at the time I'm recording, it is 2:33. So in about 6 more hours, I'll post this at the time of recording. So I will post this. In the meantime, but at like 10 o'clock, I may post another short, which is of course scheduled, which is actually a recap of part 1 of this. There's going to be a part 2. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, oh my god, excuse me. If you did, I'm not going to ask you to like and subscribe. Actually, I will. I'm not gonna nag anyone about it. I'm just gonna say, hey, can you like and subscribe? Only 2 times. That's it. One at the start and one at the end. So yeah, I will read this part in part 2. Don't worry. And as you could tell, there's a sticker, like I mentioned at the start. This is version 2002. So sorry for all the yapping during this video. I'm just like really happy I found this. Like I mentioned, I like Windows XP. I only mentioned that I like the icons. I also love Windows XP a lot. Because the icons literally are so good. They are so well made. As well as Vista and 7. Those icons are the same. The only problem with Vista was Vista had no drivers in the RTM, which I'm going to talk about a little bit in a Windows Vista video, which is going to be soon. I promise. So if you turned your camera around or your phone around to see the whole entire thing, thank you so much for tuning in. As well as anyone who watched this video, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time at Random Video Uploads. Goodbye.